The Domes.
What is the Domes? The Domes is a collection of fiberglass fantasies.
They're houses that people live in.
A culture? Well, they're these wild, whimsical plastic bubbles that we live in.
The Domes are the warmest igloos.
The basic answer is the Domes are an intentional living community.
The Domes? They're domes.
My real explanation is the Domes are a magical playground where all my friends and loved ones live.
The Domes are the reason I came to Davis, that's definitely.
The Domes are a co-housing community. In fact, they're the only student co-housing community in the country and possibly the world.
The Domes are a physical set of housing in an area on the campus called Baggins.
Kind of spherical structures that were designed and created in the 70s by students.
And they contain the weather, and they're just amazing. They're just wonderful.
In addition to being really unique structures, they're also a really unique place in the way that they've created a community.
They're a space for students to come and experience living, but really living and being in the moment, because here your space is exactly that. It is your space.
And so what that means is that people live in these individual domes, right? 2 to 3 students live in each dome. They all have their own kitchens and bathrooms and stuff, but they also function collectively as a community. So they also come together once a week to make decisions about things that affect the whole community. They garden together. They sort of like maintain their space together. They have community meals.
Yeah, we have this amazing piece of property on campus where we get to live in these funny round houses and work the land and learn from each other and support each other.
There are 15 of them here on this land, and they house people who live communally and eat communally and work communally, and they basically just provide the physical structures for a very meaningful interaction among a large group of people.
I love the way that they think, the way that they talk and converse, and the way that everybody really takes care of each other here.
It's a community of people that can think freely and to be totally original with no fear to be ridiculous. That's the amazing thing about this place.
And so it's a really neat dynamic and sort of like a really cool compromise between individual living and group living.
They are life-changing in a positive, substantial way.
The Domes are an incredible community built in 1972 by and for students to have a living, learning experience of what it means to live sustainably.
We got a loan from the UC Regents, as improbable as that seems, and they said, go ahead, build some student-built housing. We found one contractor that was willing to work with us, and he wanted to build domes, so we built domes.
Everything you see here was student-created, student-planted, student-inspired.
When the Domes were first here, it was just dirt and domes.
I'm just amazed. I'm standing out here in what once was a field.
That's right. This was a barley field, no trees. It was a vast, bleak place.
Right.
Monoculture. It's not monoculture anymore.
It's hard to even imagine that nowadays. You walk around, you can't even think that this place used to be just dirt and domes because of all the effort and the work that's been put on the property.
There are very few places in town where you can go and actually see a field of energy surrounding things that live, and it's because things there are so healthy.
I am a biologist, and here I have a field site. This place is very, very special in terms of environmental conditions. It's a urban place, but it's a very friendly place for wildlife conservation, so it's an important place to keep.